and then come back into the room. So from this place, you can begin your reading. You can begin your day. Even if you have to go to work, it's not a bad thing to do, to set your space up at your desk. You don't need to let the whole room know you're doing it, but it's a nice thing to do, and it does influence the energy around you. So you can influence people's energy around you. You can help them, have a nicer day, if you know what I mean. So after you've done that, one of the other questions I also get asked is to reverse or not to reverse. Putting it simply, I don't. I never learnt reversals. It wasn't something that was part of my learning. But if you feel free, do feel free to do that, but we won't be focusing on it here. Now, what I'm going to give to you as an attachment for today is this grid. So it's got the days of the week across the top, and you'll see it clearer when you get it, and all the cards listed down the bottom. And what you will do is you're going to tick, when you pull a particular card, you'll tick the box or colour it in, and then the next day pull another card, colour that box underneath the date. So you'll have the date, the card, tick that box, the date, the card, and you'll start to see, are you pulling more fire energy, more water energy, more earth energy? And each month you can have collective data, if you like, to start to see how you're being influenced. And this is really interesting to do with your astrology as well. That'll be something that we can build on throughout the course and into other courses. So drawing a card a day and journaling is so helpful as well. Even though we haven't tapped into any of the cards yet, we haven't sat with them and learned, what I'd love you to do now as well is to take your deck and give them a shuffle. Now, how I do it, this is how I shuffle, just the good old-fashioned way. Doesn't matter, it's just moving them around, even if it's just putting them one on top of the other. It doesn't really, just put your energy into them. And I like to split them into 3 piles, and then I take the middle pile and I sit it on top of the outer pile, and then I take those 2 piles and I sit them on top of the left. And every time, when you can sit with your cards and give them a little, let them drop on top of each other, it clears the energy in between them as well. So even that sound is, the cards love that. They actually love to feel the energy dispersing when you're using them. So don't be afraid to, tap them on your desk, to knock the energy in as well, to tap the energy in. And let's pull a card. This will be your first one that you can add to your tracker here. So, and again, just close your eyes, call on your guides, clear your mind with gratitude and love, and let's focus on this. Okay, so I've pulled the 4 of Pentacles. Again, you don't need to know what this card means. I just want you to look at what it's telling you. It's a 4. What does that mean to you? We'll go into how it's related to the Emperor. Then sit with it. How much yellow is in the card? What colour is he wearing? It's red and black. What do those colours symbolise to you? He's on cement here, so there's no water. It's very earthy. He's got the city behind him here, but he's away from it. So he's sort of taken himself away. And he's focusing. Well, these pentacles resting on his head, his heart, and his feet. So they're all consuming. And he's really focusing on what he needs to get done. This can be you. How are you focusing now on what we need to get done within this course? How am I focusing on what we need to do to focus on this? And sharing information. We haven't shared yet. This is the one where we're grabbing everything and we're just holding it in place and setting ourselves up. So when we put a nice, safe space around us to work from, but we need to let go of this safe place as well. So this is what we're going to be doing. We will let go, and we're going to start to challenge ourselves. We're going to start to open up, and we'll feel like we're right or wrong, whatever it might be. We can't sit in our comfort zone forever. So that's what I'm seeing from this card. But you take what you get from your card, journal it. Please email me, tanyayogi@gmail.com, and I will be more than happy to reply and help guide you through that. But give me your interpretation first of what you think it is, and then I'll feed that back for you. So another way of doing it is to think outside the square, and when you're going for a walk, you might even start to see, as you get to know your deck, the cards, and this is how I do it, I just see tarot cards everywhere. It'll be, if there's someone sitting under a tree with a takeaway cup of coffee, that could be someone who is in the Four of Cups because they're sitting there pondering. It could be someone, when you just see them walking, but you can see that they're in another world. It could be the Eight of Cups. Could be someone begging and asking for money, might be the Five of Pentacles. But just see those, and then you could do it in the reverse. You could see that, and then you get to know the card, and you put that little memory in there. So that's what the cards do. We're storing all this information that we know. We can only read the cards as much as we are tuned in with ourselves and our world. So this is where personal development is so important, and self-awareness. And I really, really want to share all of that with you as well. So enjoy the journey so far. Pull a card, write it down. You might want to pull more than one, and let me know how you go. I'm really excited to be sharing the next steps with you, which we're going to dive into the 4 elements. And yes, let's bring it on.